In our previous video, we have seen why vitamins and minerals are essential for our diet. Now let's have a detailed look at the various vitamins and the deficiency disorders related to them. Before that, can you list the various vitamins that we know of? Yes, the list includes vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, vitamin B complex and vitamin C. Hold on, why did we mention the names in a random manner and not alphabetically? Of course, we can list them in an alphabetical order too. But we usually group the first 4 vitamins in one group and the last 2 in another group while studying them. And on what basis do we do this? Well, the 2 types of vitamin groups are fat-soluble vitamins and water-soluble vitamins. Now, what could this be? As the name suggests, fat-soluble vitamins are those which are soluble in fats and then absorbed in our body. These vitamins, if consumed in excess, show a tendency to get stored in our body. On the other hand, water-soluble vitamins are those which are soluble in water and absorbed by our body. Excess of these vitamins does not lead to their storage, because they are easily excreted from the body along with the water. Which vitamins are fat-soluble and which ones are water-soluble, by the way? Vitamins A, D, E and K are fat-soluble, while vitamin B complex and C are water-soluble. Let's discuss each in detail. Let's begin with the fat-soluble ones first. The first member of this family is vitamin A. Can you tell me what happens to your eyesight when the lights get dim? Can we see the objects around us clearly? Yes, thanks to vitamin A, we are able to see objects around us in dim light or during night. This vitamin promotes good eyesight and helps us to see when bright lights goes out. Now, can you guess what happens when there is a lack of this vitamin in our diet? That's correct. Lack of vitamin A in our diet leads to night blindness, where people are unable to see at night or as darkness approaches. So where do we get this vitamin from? In plant sources, it's present in the yellow and the orange vegetables, fruits, leafy vegetables and so on. On the other hand, animal sources like fish and liver are also rich sources of vitamin A. Can you tell me our next type of vitamin? Yes, it's vitamin D. This vitamin is important for normal growth and development of bones and teeth. Let me tell you something very interesting. This vitamin is also referred to as the sunshine vitamin. Can you guess why? Do we get it from the sunlight? Well, we don't exactly get it from the sunlight, but our body synthesizes or makes this vitamin in the presence of sunlight. Yes, our skin produces the vitamin D in the presence of sunlight that's available early morning. So is the exposure to sunlight the only source of getting vitamin D? Not really. Although sunlight is the best source, a few food sources also help us gain vitamin D. Yes, they're foods like fish, egg yolk, milk and dairy products. Do you know what will happen if there's a lack of vitamin D in our diet? If our body doesn't get enough vitamin D, then we are at high risk of developing bone abnormalities. In children, vitamin D deficiency leads to rickets, that is, soft and deformed bones. Adults usually suffer from soft bones, a condition called osteomalacia. Also, fragile bones, that is osteoporosis, is seen in many individuals due to vitamin D deficiency. Now let's talk about the next vitamin in the fat-soluble category, and that is vitamin E. Vitamin E serves the most important function of protecting cells from any damage. It also removes harmful substances present in our body. Is there any other function that it serves? Well, there are many in the list. Along with other compounds, it's capable of treating a wide range of problems of the heart, high blood pressure, diabetes, dementia, vision problems, skin issues, and many more. So where do we get this vitamin from? We find an ample amount of vitamin E in various nuts, seeds, green leafy vegetables, and seafood. Now let's talk about the last vitamin in our fat-soluble vitamins list, that is vitamin K. This vitamin comes to our rescue when we are injured. What does that mean? In simple words, vitamin K helps in blood clotting. Blood has the tendency to ooze out whenever a person is wounded, and excessive bleeding can cause severe problems. Hence, putting an end to the bleeding is necessary. This is done by the clotting of blood at the wound site. Vitamin K helps gather all the other necessary factors for this process and participates in the clotting of blood. This is the reason why it's so important to us. Now, from where do we obtain vitamin K? We find this vitamin in leafy green vegetables, almonds, fish, liver, eggs, and many other sources. You may be wondering about its deficiencies, right? Well, if our diet does not provide enough vitamin K to our body, then bleeding is inevitable. Bleeding from the gums and nose, heavy blood loss during injuries, and even bruising are the common symptoms. Now that we've completed the fat-soluble vitamins, let's take a look at the various water-soluble vitamins in detail. But for that, you will have to watch our next video.